Hi, I'm Myra Castro. California Public Utilities Commission will be soon making a decision on the next generation of net metering policy. We will take a look at all the issues as the upcoming ruling could make a large impact on the solar industry.
Hi, I'm Dion LeBreau. There are over 146 cargo ships off the coast of California right now, but what about all the emissions created as they sit idle? I'll break down the numbers coming up.
Hi, I'm Olivia Simonson. GE builds the largest and highest energy producing wind turbine on the market, pushing the world to build bigger and better offshore wind farms. All these stories and more coming up on this edition of Power On.
This episode of Power On is sponsored by California Natural Resources Group, your local energy company meeting California's needs today while transitioning us to the green energy future of tomorrow. The California Public Utilities Commission is currently weighing arguments before on the next generation of net metering policy, a ruling that is likely to have a huge impact on the solar industry. CPUC is set to release the Net Energy Metering 3.0 policy this coming December. The policy will dictate how utility credits residential and commercial rooftop solar generators for power sent back to the grid. California utility companies argue they are overburdened with costs to support customers with solar PV systems, while industry argues the proposed Net 3.0 would allow utilities to block competition from the rooftop solars and delay the state's clean energy goals. One thing is for sure, being the largest solar market in the U.S., what happens in the Golden State usually dictates other policies across the county. We'll be right back with more Power On after this brief message from our sponsors.
Ventura County has a history rich in oil and gas production. However, as our county and our world has evolved, we realize the need to create a sustainable energy future for our children. We grew up here, raised our families, and worked the land in Ventura County for nearly 100 years. Now we've come back, bringing with us a new vision to the oil and gas operations that we've recently acquired. Not only does our vision include continuing to produce oil and gas in a responsible environmental manner, but it also includes building green, sustainable energy sources side by side our oil and gas production wherever geographically and environmentally possible. We're proud to call Ventura County our new home and be your responsible energy neighbors. We look forward to leading California into the green energy future it deserves. We are Cal Energy.
The holidays are just around the corner, but will the shelves be bare? This is a question everyone is wondering about now that there are over 146 cargo ships off the coast of Long Beach. This backlog translates into tens of thousands of shipping containers just waiting to be offloaded at the docks. But how much air pollution is the ocean-going traffic jam creating? Well, normal circumstances, the ports of Long Beach and Los Angeles create more than 100 tons a day of smoke and other cancer-causing contaminants. This has substantial implications for portside communities from increased particulate matter emissions, as well as contributions to smog-forming oxides of nitrogen. The Biden administration announced on Wednesday that it had developed a plan with the Port of Los Angeles to begin operating 24/7 to process the ships faster in an effort to help ease congestion in the backlog supply chain.
GE Renewable Energy has announced its Haliade X offshore wind turbine prototype has reached a production output of 14 megawatts. The Haliade X offshore wind turbine is the largest and most powerful wind turbine in the world. Its over 300-foot blades capture more wind and convert it to more energy than any other wind turbine, making it 45% more effective at producing energy than others on the market. To put this in perspective, one turbine can generate up to 74 gigawatt hours of gross annual energy production, saving up to 52,000 metric tons of carbon dioxide, the equivalent of the emissions from 11,000 vehicles in 1 year. The viability of the Haliade X presents a path forward for renewable offshore wind. In fact, the UK, a world leader in offshore wind production, will add 87 Haliade X turbines to its wind banks, with the goal of producing 40 gigawatts of wind power annually. In the US, the Biden administration has set a goal to reach 30 gigawatts of offshore wind generating capacity by 2030. However, US experts are skeptical and expect a 30% shortfall in generating capacity, citing inadequate manufacturing facilities, a lack of service vessels, and poor power transmission infrastructure as significant barriers to successful offshore wind production. Successful innovation in offshore wind generation continues to be met with challenges in transmission and infrastructure, but it seems that the world is optimistic. Power On will be right back after this quick message.
Hi, this is PE Shell with another The More You Know About California Oil. Mention the word oil to a Californian and many conjure up the image of big oil. But did you know there are many smaller companies and even single individuals involved? That's right, there are over 600,000 oil and gas royalty owners here in our state. That kind of sounds like small oil to me. Again, this is PE Shell with another The More You Know About California Oil.
Well, that's it for this edition of Power On. If you're watching us on YouTube, don't forget to click that little red subscribe button. On behalf of Olivia Simonson, Dion LeBreau, and everyone else here at Power On, thanks for watching.